Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
We're back in Glidden as the Glidden-Ralston Wildcats dominate tonight in their first round playoff matchup. A 1A Region 3 game against Storm Lake St. Mary's, and you guys get the win tonight. Coach Bunt, you made it look pretty easy out there. You knew coming in they were the underdog. You guys had all the the numbers, the stats, the record, things like that all going your way. But you came out, you played well, and you had to feel good about how the girls came out here and played tonight in a game that, you feel like you probably should have had.
Yes, absolutely. We, it's kind of been a theme all year. We just don't want to take anybody for granted. We don't take any game for granted. It is a challenge sometimes when you get into some of those third sets to not let some easy points drop just because of focus. So, we try and we as a team, we kind of try and set some of our own goals. Going into that third set, we had kind of a goal of where we wanted to keep them under, just helps kind of keep that play sharp for some of those times where it is a little bit more of a challenge to keep that focus.
Overall, just a great night for you guys, and then it seemed like they were just not as crisp as they could have been. There were a lot of plays that were out of bounds and things like that, so you take advantage of some of their mistakes too, but then you talked about some of the things that you did really well tonight. Let's talk about some of the girls that really stood out for you. I had Paige Clucky, Lauren Holsing, Vanessa Kaler, all with really good contributions.
Yep.
Talk about those three and anyone else that you thought deserves a shout-out here tonight.
Yeah, so for us, definitely any fundamentals, serve and serve receive. If we can get our serve and serve receive, then our setter can set, and we have three hitters that are just have really good numbers. They're aggressive on the net. Anything that's tight, I feel like we really try and kind of swallow that up and take care of business up there at the front. And definitely those three were able to do that tonight. But yeah, that starts with our serve and our serve receive.
Coach, congratulations on the win. What are you hoping to do here in the next couple days before your Wednesday quarterfinal matchup at home against a team that we haven't seen a result for yet?
Yeah, so we will. I just need to kind of get my bearings on what that team is going to look like and where they're at. So for me, that means a little bit of film time. So
awesome. West Bend Mallard or South O'Brien will be here on Wednesday. Coach, go get them here in a couple days again.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
That's head coach Krista Bunt of the Glidden-Ralston Wildcats. We'll hand off the headset now, and we'll chat with Paige Clucky. Unofficially have her just under 10 kills tonight. Picks up a couple aces as well, and it seems like when Glidden-Ralston's playing well, you're playing well, and it's just the team, you all really gel well together, and tonight was no different. A dominant win for you guys, and it seemed like 5-3 was the point in every game tonight where you guys just took over. Early on, there might have been a little back and forth. They would maybe tie it up around 3, and then you guys would go on a big run. It'd be about 9-3. They'd call a timeout, and then you'd never look back. And all 3 games kind of had that same pattern. Did it feel that way out on the floor to you guys as well?
Yes, it did. I feel like it went really fast, and yeah.
What was going so well early on in the sets? Because obviously, if you can build a big lead before anyone even gets to 10, you have to feel like you've got a little bit in your back pocket in case if they go on a little bit of a run, they've just got a lot to get back to where you're at that point. So talk about early in the sets and how well you guys are playing right out of the gate.
I think since back row got the pass up so well, it was just set, hit, kill, and it just kept happening until we got the higher lead.
Great night for you guys. I had you, Holsing, and Kaler teaming up well, as you 3 do most nights, getting most of the kills. Summer Toms with a few aces, and then I know Ashlyn Tegas, she had some really nice plays out there tonight. Any of your other teammates that you thought really deserved a kudos tonight?
I mean, I think Addie did really well setting, and everybody just hustled really well, and I think we all played good together.
What's the outlook for Wednesday night, regardless of who you play? What do you think are maybe 1 or 2 strengths that this team really has going well, and what's something that you hope you can work on before Wednesday?
I think our passing in the back row is pretty well for the most part, and I think we just need to work on communicating a little better, especially on the balls that kind of get shanked off. We just need to work as a team and talk who's going to get those and get it back over the net.
Well, congratulations on the win, Paige.
Thank you.
Go get them on Wednesday. That's Paige Clucky joining us here on our post-game show, and now we will chat with Vanessa Kaler, a senior on this Wildcat squad. Again, they sweep Storm Lake St. Mary's tonight 3-0 with a 25-12, 25-11, and 25-14 kind of night. And this is the first time I've seen you guys play this year, and I was a little surprised to see you not on the floor as much as I would have expected, just judging by your numbers, but I was blown away at the kills per minute ratio. Talk about what your role is on this team. It feels like you come in fresh and you're ready to just hit the other team in the mouth, and you were doing that all night.
Yeah, I got switched to middle this year, which means, I'm going to have to change things up with rotation, which doesn't put me on the floor as much, but that was, I had a talk with Chris at the beginning of the season, and she just really told me, your goal is just to eat up that net. When you get in there, you have the whole net to yourself, and, we're swing blocking a lot of the time, I'm taking control, and I just really focus on running quicks, anything I can with Addie, just special stuff, to just really, eat up the net and get as many kills as I can.
You guys come into the playoffs with a lot of momentum. You win the conference championship. You didn't get the tournament win on Saturday that you guys were hoping for, but you guys played well there, lost a close one in the semifinal. What's the team feeling like coming into the playoffs, and now you've got this playoff win under your belt? Yeah,
definitely taking conference was a huge motivator for us, and then once obviously seeing who we were up against for districts is a good feeling for us, knowing that we were pretty seeded pretty well, and that was really good. And going with the conference not making that win, we had to take a step back. We had to take a breath and know, okay, we're still on top. Just got to wash it all. Everything's 0-0 now, and just come into it fresh. And we played really well tonight, I think.
Absolutely, a dominant win tonight. Was there anything that they did tonight that you weren't expecting, or did everything that happened tonight kind of go according to plan from what you guys were looking at here the last couple days in practice and things?
Yeah, I think we knew for the most part that their tall girl was going to be the only one we had to watch out for, and she did a great job, with blocks and stuff, and she was there, and we just had to do our job working around her, but I think we managed pretty well. So
I would say so. A 3-0 win, and none of them were particularly close. So You guys took care of business. Congratulations on the win tonight, and try to go get another win on Wednesday.
Thank you.
That's Glidden-Ralston's Vanessa Kaler as the Wildcats win it tonight. Final of 3-0